All right, at the secondary. So I guess the quandary is always one unit looks good, the other one's going to look bad. But at the same time, your thoughts about the way the secondary matched up against an elite wide receiver core.
Yeah, I thought there were some good moments, and that's what I wanted to see. Especially given the number of guys that weren't out there. Seven Banks, Cameron Brown, who obviously was hurt during last season, Legend Cavazos, I think redshirt sophomore is what they're labeling him as, who, from everything I heard, had a really good spring, was held out with a minor injury. Ryan Watts looked good, had an interception on that Jack Miller play where he was covering Garrett Wilson and really stuck with him. Cameron Martinez had a few nice plays. Lathan Ransom, the safety who kind of came on at the end of last year, had a nice pass breakup, was kind of all over the field. So you got to see just a little bit of some of these guys. Obviously, as you said, the wide receivers won the day. But when you're going up against that wide receiver core, especially with a young group in the secondary like that, it's going to be tough. But I think what you saw is there's some depth for this team in the secondary, especially once these guys get back healthy that I mentioned earlier. That's something that Ohio State didn't have last year. It'll not only make them, better because they'll have guys with a little bit more experience, but also more competition in practice, which is only going to be a good thing. And obviously they'll be going up against these wide receivers every day. Iron sharpens iron is the mantra. And, that's only going to make these guys better too. So, pleasantly surprised in the little bits of good play from some of these young secondary players.
Yeah, it's a great point about them matching up with those guys every day and having to keep up with an elite wide receiver core of just making them better.